stages before we do the overview effect. We'll move into it, and part of it is to have the milling around outside like we are now. I'll mention that Nico and ShuShu did this for Trip, the meditation app. So shout out to them, and we're really honored to have a working relationship with them here at Immersive X. And now what we're going to do is go into the sort of ante room of the real show, where Frank White, the individual who coined the phrase overview effect, will be, first of all, kind of setting the stage a little bit for us. And then we will all go through. Once you come into this room, just kind of follow me. In fact, we can start right now. Just kind of follow me this way, straight back into this room.
This is the area where
and you'll kind of find your place as we get into this room. There's some places marked. And just kind of take a breath as you come in and feel like you're in the right space. Look around the room. Yeah.
Then you look at it.
There's some nice circles here. If one of those circles feels like the right one for you, go for it.
You see this white frame?
If you'd like to be outside the lines, that's okay too.
Okay.
And check out the beautiful background that ShuShu and Nico have made for us here. And now it's my, this is not just an honor. I mean, Frank, I could just cry right now, and because how much we've gone through together. But I just have introduced him a few times to everybody here. I'll just say once more that someone who's really stuck with a beautiful, beautiful idea for a long, long time, and is now seeing another way for it to be manifest, for it to be experienced. We're about to all experience it together, led by Frank. How would you like to set the stage, Frank, before we go in?
Well, thank you, Tom. For those of you who are here, thank you for coming. Tom and I have known each other for decades. We have worked together using technology to make the world a better place. And we're doing the same today, using virtual reality and space technology. And I'll tell you what we are attempting to do and why you're here today in terms of the overview effect experience. So some of you may know, but just in case some of you have never heard of the overview effect, it's a term I coined to describe the experience astronauts and cosmonauts often have when they look at the Earth from a distance, or as we say, from space and in space. They are seeing it from space, which is where they are, and they are seeing it in space. That is, they see it against the backdrop of the cosmos, the universe. And that's a big part of it. It's not just looking at the Earth. It is looking at the Earth in context of the universe. And I just talked to a recent astronaut today, interviewed her, and many astronauts use the word she used, which is fragile. The Earth looks fragile. It's there by itself against the backdrop of infinity. So the astronauts have this experience. They have a shift in consciousness. They realize fundamentally that the Earth is a whole system. There are no borders. There are no boundaries. They know that intellectually, but then they see it. They experience it. They're startled by how thin the atmosphere is that protects us from the harsh reality of space. And they keep saying, we're all in this together. We're all in this together. What they're realizing is that the differences that we perceive, the borders that are in our minds but not on the Earth, and we fight over them, the way in which we treat the planet, which is not with love and care, all of this is leading us in the wrong direction. So, there's a movement now called Bringing the Overview Effect Down to Earth. And as of tonight, you're part of it, like it or not. Because what we mean is we want to bring this astronaut awareness down to the surface and essentially transform society so that society behaves differently with greater ecological awareness, a fundamental understanding of the stupidity of war, and an understanding that we actually ourselves are astronauts on a spaceship that is moving through the cosmos. So one of the ways to bring the overview effect down to earth is through the beautiful work that Nico and ShuShu are doing. Tom, thank you for supporting what they're doing and for bringing me here to help have this experience. And so when you go through what we're producing for you tonight, I just want you to know you're part of a worldwide movement. And I said at the beginning, we tried to make the world a better place. Well, this is our latest effort, and you're part of it. So the last thing I want to say is it wasn't very clear when I first started doing my research in 1984. Yeah, that was 1984, long time ago. I didn't have astronauts telling me this, but now they're saying it with frequency. I cried when I saw the Earth for the first time. You don't think astronauts cry, but they do. And they cry when they see their mother for the first time. So we're going to take you on a trip, and I'm going to turn it back over to Tom and ShuShu and everyone who's in charge of the trip. And welcome and enjoy, and we'll have some time for Q&A later. Tom?
Yeah, Frank has said it all. But so the only thing I'm going to add is that right now, strap on your seatbelt. We'll do the moving. Let the journey begin, ShuShu, and this will be like a animation where you get to sit still, and we'll do the animation as we begin our journey away from the planet now, a step at a time.
So you can get a little bit of a feeling of what we're talking about as we rise above a city into the clouds. And we're going to ascend rather slowly. And as we go, you'll be feeling more and more of the overview effect.
Let's take another step. We'll stay on the planet, but another step.
As we go higher, you can imagine what it's like to be, let's say, on Mount Everest, about as high as you can get from the surface of the Earth. And you're reaching a point where you can't go any higher without special equipment. And we're really living on a tiny sliver of land that doesn't go very far up into the atmosphere. And once you pass a certain line called the Kármán line, you're in space.
And as we move into space, I invite you to look forward toward the sun. Take a look around you now if you'd like and see where we're located, still on the planet. But as we move away, face the way I'm facing now toward the sun up ahead for the overview effect experience.
Come over closer, please. Let's be one family. We're going to see watch special animation. It's going to be nicer when we're all standing here together, close to the area. All right? Come over here. Just feel free.
Good. Thank you, ShuShu.
Right.
You got it. Never mind.
All right, so we're going to look at the sun. And just go there.
Certainly you know that there's conflict down there, and certainly you know that there is pain and suffering and injustice, and you know that those are still there, but that's replaced for a moment by how beautiful it is.
If I permanently lived off the planet, I would always see the Earth as a whole system. I would understand things that we have been trying to understand for thousands of years. Our experience is the same as our ancestors 1,000 years ago, of our ancestors 35,000 years ago. We need to see that the entire planet is an interconnected whole system, and that we're all in this together, 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 together. That view of the Earth from space and in space, that's our true situation. We're on a natural spaceship. That natural spaceship actually is moving through the universe at a high rate of speed. How is it possible that evolution has brought humanity, over billions of years of evolution, to the brink of being a spacefaring species? Is there something we have to offer to this larger whole system? For a long time, we've treated the Earth as something to exploit. Now, we're realizing that if we keep taking, we're not going to survive. We have to give. We have to be in balance with the Earth. And as we move outward into the solar ecosystem, we must keep our purpose in mind, and we need to think of it beyond just what we can get out of it. When we're trying to resolve conflict, when we're trying to think through how to manage an issue, seeing the whole, seeing it from a distance, might help us find common ground. Ultimately, what's important is our evolution and advancement, whether it's as a family, as a city, as a country, or as a world. Years from now, I want my descendants to look back and say, they did it right. No regrets.
Copy. R11 and R12 on the ISS
Nominated for
side
the
of my
Nobel
process.
Prize. What we can do, we get beyond borders and boundaries and work together as a whole. That's the overview effect.
Thank you, Frank.
Frank, would you step out here, and we'd like people to be able to share their reactions, maybe ask you questions, but if you could just step out here just a little bit more, and you end on such a wonderful note of wanting to do it right. Now you want to, I wasn't thinking of stepping quite that far, Frank. And, hey,
All right.
how you doing there, Frank? And could you tell us, and keeping on the, there we go.
Straight. Okay, that's
Yeah, perfect, Frank.
How's that?
Okay. Yeah, you got
Okay.
it. And would you describe, before we go on, what you intend to do with school kids and the overview effect, and then we'll see where the discussion leads us?
Yeah, well, thanks for asking. One of the things that's grown out of our nonprofit, the Human Space Program, and incidentally, a number of members of our team are here. Thanks for being here, everybody. One of the things that's grown out of our work is something called the Overview Roundtable. We meet every Wednesday at noon Eastern Time, and we talk about the overview effect. We talk about where the space exploration initiative is going for humanity. And just recently, we came up with the idea, and Kevin Russell is here. He's one of the members of the team. The idea that why don't we do an overview roundtable for young people? And we decided to do that. And we're working with a foundation. I'm not sure I can say much about it, Tom, until we've announced it.
Okay.
But we're working toward doing an overview roundtable for young people in virtual reality. And we're hoping to use some of the great work of ShuShu and Nico and other creators and bring kids into this meeting, but they'll not just be meeting like in a Zoom. They'll experience the overview effect while they're meeting. And we want to see if this has an impact on how they work together and how they do projects together. A very, very exciting project. And one thing I keep thinking about when I think about that is many of the astronauts have said to me, I really wish world leaders could have a summit conference in orbit. They would never make the decisions they're making if they could see what we see.
Well, I think it's going to take a lot of people, but this is the way to do it. And I don't know how much time we have. We're in a thing that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. So why doesn't anyone in the audience, if you're just something you want to say, something you want to share, something you want to ask Frank, let me just go around right here in the front. Rich Moore, how about you? Anything you feel like bringing up? If you do, fine. If you don't, I will just keep moving on. Simulation. Go ahead, Rich Moore.
I just love it. It's just amazing. The quality of it, the aspect of it is just so realistic, and it amazes me, to see the worlds that ShuShu and Neo. I'm sorry. I'm just amazed right now.
You do what we wanted, man.
Right now.
Yeah.
That's
How about you, DJ?
That's what we want.
DJ, were you going to say something there?
No, I hadn't. I want to listen to some of these wonderful people. I mean, I'm quite emotional right now. I think being in here with Frank right now, we've heard his words many times, and it's always impactful. And it's tearful again, having the gentleman here just to appreciate the guy and his wisdom and his philosophy and the beauty that he brings with those words. I only wish everybody could have that experience as he does, and so we could all be on the same page, all have the same appreciation for each other and where we live. I haven't really got a question, just astounding appreciation for what you do.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Frank, I want to say that DJ Vivid, our very good friend,
Oh, great.
actually
Well,
created.
I appreciate his words.
actually created the avatar that you're wearing, especially for
Oh,
this event.
My goodness.
Wow.
Which with the
Thank
human
you.
space program, the human space program, the HSP, signed on
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah,
he
I love
was
it.
so
Our own
excited-
spacesuit.
He was so excited to contribute to this project, and look what he's done. And also the ISS that you saw, it's also something that he's prepared for us. So you can see
Wow.
also that there is some kind of a collaboration of artists who create this with a great passion, and it's true that the revolution, the message that you're trying to deliver, it inspires so much and want to spread the seeds of something better, you know.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for all you created,
Thank
DJ.
you,
It's wonderful.
Thank you, DJ. Thank
DJ.
you.
Thank you.
Beautiful
Thank you.
avatars.
Thank you, ShuShu.
Beautiful,
Jay.
yeah.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you.
I don't know, Thomas or Venus, if anyone associated with the conference, if we could keep going and people can talk, or if we have to wrap, so just let me know. But otherwise, I think we should just feel free to just keep hanging out here. Is that Tessa? Did you want to say something? Was that, I saw your little light going on there? Go ahead.
Oh, look, I just wanted to say it's just overwhelming, the emotions that ShuShu and Nico always create when you enter any of their worlds. And with Frank's words and your presence, there's nothing I could say. I'm just overwhelmed with emotions right now. Thank you for all of you for creating this experience to inspire us to think more, feel more, and go back to our cores actually more. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
What do you think about if all of us just go together to this Mother Earth and just climb on it and stand on it? Just follow me.
Can we do that?
Let's do it.
We'll follow you, dude. If ShuShu says we can do it.
I've always wanted to check out Earth.
Where'd he go?
You went on top of the earth there, Frank. Come on.
Yeah, there he is.
Get to it. Right up the top.
We have the ace camera person.
Definitely is.
Carlos is on the
Austin's here,
case.
I'm sure. Carlos, yes, Carlos will do it.
I gotta say, it looks great on the web. The high def, it looks excellent.
Look at that. Yeah. One good
Sorry.
word to
I'll get in the
my
back.
best, to the friend in VR, Nico. I want to encourage you all to follow the events in Immersive X conference. There's a couple of really beautiful events. One of them is the Exoplanet Journey. It's a fantastic masterpiece.
Oh
that
yeah,
Nico created.
I love that one.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to miss that. You don't want to
It's
miss
my
that.
home.
And the other thing that I recommend is something that is related to art, and it's actually our friend here, Tom, will guide the Banksy event, so it's going to be beautiful. Stay with us in this conference, and this is just, I want to share my emotion. This is just, you know, when we create something, we do it for the people. I mean, we hope that someday this place that we create will have life. And this is the kind of moment that we bring the life into the world, and I just hope you see more of you in VR, good people that want to do some, you know, something with love and with care.
Yeah.
To make a better world.
We don't have to go. We can mingle. But last word as we're gathered together here right now to Frank.
You want me to have the last word? Is that what you're
That's what I'm saying,
Yes.
Frank, man. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I thought maybe you meant last words to me from the audience. Yeah, okay. So I would like to just say that really, as you look at what's happening on our planet, I want you to just envision the shift in awareness that the astronauts experience, and be aware only 600 people have directly had this experience. Imagine 1,000, 1,000,000, 1 billion awakened human beings on planet Earth. I guarantee that a shift will happen socially similar to the psychological shift that the astronauts had. And I think it will be for the good of humanity and the Earth. And I think we do have something to offer to the cosmos, because we are actually, as one astronaut told me, we're actually citizens of the universe. So think of yourself that way as you leave tonight, and let's make a difference. Thank you so much for coming.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Frank.
Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
Very first,
Yeah, thank
the first
you.
time, the
Called
very
the
first
formal
time I met you
event.
was in alt space when ShuShu and Nico created this world.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember going in there and crying. And I remember you talking and you got emotional.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
No, that's
Yeah,
beautiful.
I do get emotional.
Time too.
He's a big baby.
Yeah.
May I say, this is a very spiritual experience. This is better
Indeed.
than any church.
Absolutely, Kira. You're right.
Thank you. This is what we should worship.
Yes.
Well, hopefully we can have it all, and coming together where we can like this can only strengthen our love for just every way we can be together, whether it's in nature, whether it's in these methods. I think they can. It doesn't have to be one or the other. We can have it all.
This is the Church of the Earth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Frank, you can now keep your new.
Amazing how we stand on top of the Earth. Amazing.
You have a new avatar, and you can walk. Next time you come in VR, you have your HSP astronaut. And you look good. Then you just look good.
What does Thomas call it? A meta-naut? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm learning that.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
A burnout.
Guys, did you know? I wanted to say another thing. All this event
How you doing, man?
is being filmed by 3 cameras, a professional team that is able to create a live stream to YouTube, and they film so beautifully, and they do the edit, the cut during the streaming, and this drone here flying. If you look at that in the direction of the sun, over there, there's a little drone.
Digitally wired.
Yeah, this is Carlos. This is Carlos. There's actually 2 drones. Can you come over here, please, guys?
Yeah.
Who's here?
Are they
Carlos and John are here, and thank you guys. You're doing a wonderful job, because it also allows us to spread this revolution outside VR to other media.
And seeing this too, Frank, will make you think, and especially working with young people and whatnot, is it's astonishing just to be here like this now. But what you'll be starting to do is, what do you do? What do you work on together while you're doing the overview effect? What about, when the overview effect is the background to a whole set of activities that we haven't even imagined yet? That's what you'll be starting to carve out too. So.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. Here is Carlos. Hello. Come over
Hello,
to us.
Carlos.
Hey, wave to Carlos.
Don't be ashamed.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Carlos.
John is helping also.
Is Thomas or Venus here? Thomas, anything you want to say to conclude the event from immersive side?
Right.
It's a little difficult for me. I actually want to step back and give the last words to Frank. So I'm just without words right now. Too emotional. Sorry for that.
Okay, we're in the informal part, Thomas, anyway. Frank did get the last formal word. This is officially the informal part. But anyway, thanks, and glad to be here.
Only thank you.
Thanks for creating Immersive X.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Agreed.
Thank you, Thomas,
Yes.
for bringing all this community.
Oh, yeah. I hope it becomes annual.
Yeah, it's gonna become.
It will.
Gonna see
That's
more
the
and more.
idea, and more to say on it. Hey, way to go, Frank. That was just really great.
Thank you, Tom.
Yeah.
We
A
ride
lot of
again.
time. Yeah, for
Aw.
sure. Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
High five.
Hey, can we do the wave to high five? Can we do the
Yeah,
wave?
We do a hug?
We can.
Yeah.
Waves are the largest.
Why don't maybe we should all try to hold hands around the world? Yeah.
idea.
Yeah. Okay, come on, let's do it. Everyone, do it. Okay.
Naturally.
Come on, you ready?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Oh.
Here you go, Nico. Come on.
Here, Sam, get my hand. I think we have to get closer. I think we have to get closer. Come closer before. Okay. No one need any furniture.
Guys,
we got-
Okay.
when
Here,
you
wanna
hold your
squeeze
hands
in
like
here?
this,
Come on,
you
guys.
create the good
Squeeze in.
energy and we spread it to the
Yeah, there we
universe.
go. Get in there.
The turning around part is hard.
Oh, yeah, this is tough.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look what happens when we hold hands all together.
That's it.
Oh, man.
That just happened.
Oh,
We did that.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't have done it without you. Look at that. Could not have done it without you.
so great.
That's
cool.
What an experience. I got
That's awesome.
Wow.
Those of you who know
Really
how to fly
beautiful.
and want to fly, the flight system is on now. You can fly.
Yay.
Thank you.
Oh, and how do we do
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Somebody tell me. How do
Reach
we
behind
fly?
your neck.
Look at that.
It'll be under the radial menu. You hold. Are you on PC or VR?
VR.
We will teach you next time.
You hold down the menu button,
Uh-huh.
and then
Flying
it'll be
is fun.
under.
I used to do that in
Directions,
Second
probably?
Life.
Okay.
No,
Let me
it's
find it.
actually just
No.
a grabbable item.
There's
If
like
you,
an invisible
if you use your
object
grip,
behind your neck.
grab your
You have
neck
to grab
and
it
pull
in your
this,
and the back.
then you can use it.
pull this thing from your neck.
Just hang on to
it. When you press, keep it grip it,
Ah, look at that.
keep it gripped, and then
Very nice.
pull your trigger and move up.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing I think about often is that, you know
I-
what brought us here
I
is
didn't know.
So
playful
put,
behavior.
put your hand to your neck and pull
Maybe
your
check
lower
control.
grip
I believe
Yeah.
that
and hold it.
gamer mentality
And
is
as you
how
move
much
your hand
this is
away,
changing.
keep it gripped.
Oops.
Then pull your trigger
How do I
and
get out
move
of
up.
that?
Tom.
If
Those
anybody
of you-
needs help,
So
flying,
someone
there
sounds
you
like
go.
they're
Has
actually
it-
in
Those
space
are
with
your-
the
Okay.
radio.
The F button, then you can fly.
If you let go,
Those are you in PC. You click on the F.
Oh, F. I love
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Hello?
It worked.
Stan, you need help with the flight?
I don't know how to stop from dancing.
I believe.
Oh,
Jumping, I think. Is that a jump?
Just let go of the
Oh.
trigger.
Yep, that's the
Yeah.
jump. The
Oh.
flight is actually something unique to this world. What you're gonna
Oh.
do, you know that trigger underneath the trigger that you pull with by squeezing your hand?
Right. Yep.
You're going to reach
Oh,
behind your head as if you're pulling out a sword. You're going to pull out a ball that is located behind your head. You should be able to see it in your palm.
Oh.
You're just going to keep holding that grip until you see the ball in your hand. You
Yep.
see it?
Yes.
As long as you're holding that grip, all you have to do is hold your hand very still, hold the trigger, and you're going to lift up to move up, push down to push down.
there you go.
And then when you let go of the trigger,
flying.
you'll stop moving. And when you let go of the ball, you'll drop.
Very cool.
Does anybody else need help with the flight system?
I seem to have.
I
gotten
don't.
it.
I'm
Thank
not
you.
getting the flight.
All right.
Essential flower.
Okay, Frank. So
It very much
on
fits
your
the brand of
controller,
the-
you've got the lower grip button. You've got the lower trigger and higher trigger. The lower trigger, the grip. Put your hand to your neck, and then pull the grip. And keep the grip pressed and pull it away. You should see a ball in your hand.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Sorry. I'm trying to stay still with this. Okay.
Yeah,
I've
well,
been
lower
really,
grip.
really love the exoplanet journey.
Yeah, so you keep the right hand lower grip pulled.
It's
You
amazing.
put it to your neck, either in front or behind. Pull your grip and keep it pressed. And then you'll see a ball in your hand. But you must keep your grip pressed.
I will actually do another update in next Sunday.
Okay.
Keep that there. Now simultaneously hit the higher trigger, the trigger button, and move your hand up. you'll see a stick and a ball. The further you move the ball up the stick, the faster you move.
I guess I'm not seeing it, but
try the back of your neck. Put your hand at the back of your neck and pull your grip.
Yeah, I wanted to
Keep
join
your
the
grip
event
pulled
through Immersive.
and
I
look
haven't
at your
had
hand and see if you have a little ball in the ball there.
Good time.
Yeah. Timing in an international event is really
I see.
hard.
No, I
Like,
see
also the other
something
events, like, we
yellow.
have some events like really early for me, and
Don't see
this
a
one is actually
ball.
3
Wait,
a.m.
I
for
must
me
be
now,
pulling the
like
wrong
ShuShu,
thing
and,
here.
So there's two triggers. There's the higher trigger, which is the pistol trigger, and the lower grip trigger. So you have to pull that when you put your hand to your neck. You pull that and keep it pulled. Keep it pressed. And while that's pressed, you should see a ball in your
That
hand.
was a Canadian kind of like Performance XR one. It was mainly
When I
before
take
pull
my
your-
hand away.
approach the online event side.
Yeah,
of
is
things.
your grip
Yeah,
working?
Time zone. That was mostly Canadian.
Maybe
time
not.
zones, which is interesting too.
Yeah. I'm kind of synchronized to American time.
When you pull that grip, do you see your hands flex?
Can you see your fingers close when you pull the grip?
It's like doing a
Yeah, they seem to be gripping.
not so easy, but
Yeah, that's what
And
you
they
have
don't
to
close
do.
all the way,
hand.
just a little bit.
So pull your hand,
Yeah, weekends.
Put your
I
hands
think
to your
I've made
neck.
it easier with PXR as well. 'cause
pull
it's
your
on
grip,
weekends
and then
versus during the
keep
work
it
week, so
pulled.
for me,
Behind the head.
Don't let go.
Actually, if
to change
you're
the
having a hard
time
time with the
zones,
neck,
so
like drawing out a
much,
sword.
Do you know if
Yeah,
your event will be recorded in some way?
Yeah, and pull
Like
your
that.
grip, and then now you should see the ball in your hand. Pull the trigger at the same time and move up.
I think the event me and ShuShu are doing will be streamed. And we also
Yeah, I
want
just
to
can't
see
seem to get the ball.
Except I actually don't know if we
Seems to be the problem.
And keep
When
holding
you
it
put
after
your
you reach
hand
behind
behind
your
your
head.
Fair enough.
Okay.
You should
We'll
get
try
a
it again.
haptic feedback.
Yeah, no, I really like.
Anytime you
Yeah,
stick
I
your
I
hand
think it's
behind
really
your
cool,
head. Okay.
and I like the connection that you've always put with,
vibrating there.
real
then
astronomy
you know that
wherever
you got it.
possible.
And
like
then
real
it will be
exoplanets and
kind
stuff.
of
That's really neat.
in your palm, like overlapped with
Yeah,
it.
trying to make it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like, it's kind of an
Okay.
educational word, but it's also a chill
Sounds
out
like you
word.
see it.
It's people just
So
enjoy.
that's
Like,
basically
not
going
sure I
to be
do.
like
kind of a
You
future
should
of
see a
like
little metallic silver ball
some way.
near your
while
thumb.
you're holding that,
And actually making
pull the
people
trigger
interested
and
in
lift your hand straight
makes
up.
them really interested.
You're gonna be
not
holding
just,
both triggers, the grip and the
like
trigger.
showing
Lift
the
your hand
video,
straight up.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Doesn't
Frank,
seem to be catching for
managed
you.
to grab it.
And you can't let go of the grip.
It might not be. I mean,
No,
if
he
you
had
can
it.
move your hand
I was watching his
all the
fingers
way
the whole time.
You'll feel the
to your
haptic
actual
in
neck.
your hand when you have a hold
But,
of it.
but Andy,
My
I'm not
apologies.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
You
Frank
try it anymore.
grabbed the element from his neck. That's the first action.
You could try that
Okay.
left hand.
I don't know. And he had all the
Left hand
slides,
should work just as
from
well.
his presentation and using exoplanet journey. as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. No, I think
you're
fine.
Yeah, look at that. You really saw that will be the future of education. Not going to some museum or planetarium, just
And you can go as high as you like, but
and interact and I think that could change a lot, like how people learn. It's a much more immersive way to learn and
Yeah,
Hey,
totally.
Kevin.
So were the students
Yeah.
in VR, or were they like?
How do
were
you do
they...
that? Go
no,
up?
everyone were in VR. Yeah, we're all
Do you know?
connected in virtual reality. They
I want you to
actually were in the
reach behind your
virtual-
head
like
and
we are
like
doing
pretend
it
you're
here.
grabbing something there.
Mm.
Like
And
right
they're all
behind
in
your
this
neck.
room, and they actually
Yep.
keep it gripped.
Smaller trigger. On the smaller trigger, or on the inside trigger.
Oh, on the inside trigger.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you just grab back there and then look at your hand and you should see a little ball.
Okay.
I think like today it's getting more. And more
Keep holding the trigger.
No.
Do you see
Pull
the
your
ball?
trigger then.
And then you press the.
cooling in a way.
Yeah, now pull your trigger, like the gun
got
type
it.
Oh, it
trigger.
works well
Yeah,
with
there
it.
we go.
The media, like how
With a
people-
full body
how all-
tracking.
all the students like use media today.
Nice.
Okay, more tricks. That was fun.
And it's getting more difficult.
Yeah.
More difficult.
I concur.
Yeah, don't
VR
get
is
sick
really
out
the
there.
way to grab that attention.
Yeah.
For example,
I could do it for a little while. I used to be really sensitive to even like video games would make me motion sick, but I got into VR back in like April and slowly just forced myself to get used to it.
You have sometimes have these
Mm.
slides,
I see VR as like the beginning of international society here. Like it really is like society without borders. And
Yeah,
I've
totally.
collected about
I could see
5,000
that.
hours here in the last 2 years.
Hey, Allison, we can talk, huh?
Oh wow.
I know.
It is.
Hey,
It's
hey,
it is like
I
Stan.
put in about 400 in a
How's
few
it
months, so
going?
I'm not working right now because I'm
Made
taking
it
care
here,
of my
and now
mom.
you're
So
rolling around.
I'm like always
Yeah,
working and
right?
never working, but it's
Where'd you
good
go?
that I have this now because it's like I can go out without having to leave the house.
Right?
Yeah, I like the idea that. what they
Does
said,
anyone see a giant
if world
mirror
leaders
that's
could, like,
going
make
through
good
the
decisions
earth?
in a space like this, I think that makes
Or
a
am
lot
I
of
the
sense.
only one that sees it?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't see a mirror.
it depends on how
You don't
soulless
see a
the
mirror
world
right
leaders
there?
already
It's
are.
cutting through the earth.
Like, it would impact normal people with empathy, but the type
Wow,
of
I
person
see.
that
You
would
have your own mirror
be a
open.
world leader might not have that as much.
Oh, how do
you
I
might have
close
your own
that?
mirror.
Maybe not. I don't
How
know.
do
They
I
could.
close
Your personal mirror. Hold the B button.
No one's
Weapons
hold
is
the
probably
B
not to be
button.
trusted, right?
Okay, hold on.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just kind of pessimistic.
Yeah.
Now I see like a
You can
white
toggle
or
it
a
there.
blue.
Something can be changed.
Oh yeah, there's a mirror.
Nico,
Oh,
Faye's
wow.
here. Come over. Nico, Andy, Faye's here. Come
like
on.
at a central location or something. Like they went to a
Yes.
physical place.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Now
that
I'm
was
dancing
actually
again.
from their home probably.
Oh.
It was older, like it wasn't.
I think you've got
like
the auto dance
confused
set
or,
on. I don't know.
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
not.
like
Yeah, I'm just
That's
finding
okay.
my way
Your
around.
avatar is doing. Your avatar is doing
I
all the
know.
work.
Yeah,
it
totally.
was
Thank
like,
goodness.
I don't know exactly. Maybe it's also like just some
I'm open to
group,
being
but, like,
friends.
I actually don't know. I didn't read about it.
Oh,
I
wait
was
a
there,
second. Is
I
that an
thought it
emote on
was
this
in
avatar?
somewhere where you can
The I can't tell if White Light's tracking is glitching or if that's an emote on the avatar. The hips going like that.
Japanese people are much more open about it, and they
Oh.
really try it and they live it in a way
I don't know.
that I don't really see in.
Oh my gosh, stop
Europe
dancing.
or
I think it's a little bit of both.
Western countries. They seem to be more open
It
about
might be
than
that the
in
hands were
countries.
overridden, but there's still an
And
animation
I
left
hope
over.
that they will show. Okay, this is how it can work.
That's I don't know if I should be stopping watching that or playing Texas Gym.
Look at how nice it is to look at them. Awesome, wasn't it?
It is. It looks like you're on one of
How
those
are
kind
you
of
doing, Andy? Long time no talk, my
Tom?
friend.
slide for life type
I
of things.
know. I know.
Stream
had
that
to
I'm
learn how to
okay.
Carlos
create these
did is just
avatars
incredibly
quickly.
beautiful. He did
They
so
look
it was,
amazing.
This
I
overnight.
didn't
It's
start
amazing.
till about
Yeah.
2 in the morning. I was
Is it going to be like on Netflix
I
documentary
slept
pretty
more
soon?
time and then I didn't realise
Yeah,
until Tuesday
sure.
said.
Aw.
You
then I
have the
was-
link, so you can
yeah,
also watch it.
Andy,
I'll just
Yeah,
for
sure.
Yeah.
you should come into banter because when you get some time, message me. Aline added gravity on the space station on the
Oh.
yeah, so that you can actually go
I have to head
float
back
around.
home.
It's really cool. You should see it.
That is really cool.
Nice.
It's fun.
Get a little break before
Yeah.
the next.
Yeah, all my
Lots
friends
of
are there.
floating.
It's a
Yep.
lovely little package full of delights.
You're just kind of rock and rolling there, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing that we're actually like floating around it. We can go inside it, chat at a bunch of textures.